my friends, I'm Rich Larsen and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today we are on to episode 7 of our 10-part progression series featuring Marc and myself. This is designed for you guys to follow along weekly and guaranteed to improve your skills by episode 10. Man, we've had a lot of fun so far. We're moving on. The last drill, if you guys remember, last week's episode was a square 180-degree turn drill, okay? We're learning that full lock balance. It's quite a challenging thing. This is very similar to that. One thing that we noticed during that drill was a lot of target fixation. We've noticed that honestly, anytime we start to add the cones, guys tend to fixate on those cones. And the goal here is not to fixate on the whatever the thing that you're trying to avoid. Don't fixate on that. Learning how to focus on the task at hand. The task at hand is the turn. Well, today we're doing a very similar drill. These are called switchback 180-degree turns, but this time we've added gates into the mix. So again, this is that understanding of how to control your bike in relation to where your tires are, okay? This is a very important drill in kind of understanding how to get that bike to maximize the turn, but be able to focus on not compoundingly making it harder and harder and harder and harder as we move forward, okay? So I'm gonna kind of break it down for you guys as I go, but this is a solid back and forth switchback drill. We've got each cone about 3 to 4 feet apart, pretty close together. We want to keep them close because we want it to be kind of a challenge to go in between each one. When you're setting this up, of course, uphill, downhill, side hill, set it up in a whole bunch of different ways. This is a great way to train and a great way to kind of break that target fixation bad habit that we've seen, okay? So I'm gonna get going and kind of show you how I approach this, and then I want you to give it a shot, Marc. The first set of cones has 3. We wanna go inside, the first and last set of cones. We have 3. We wanna go inside. We're kind of holding ourselves accountable to continue making that full 180-degree turn. Smooth throttle, smooth clutch, leaning that machine. Notice how we're letting that bike lean over. Control that pace, maximizing. You notice there, I'm not going directly to each cone. I could go straight to it from here. I wanna move up. That way we don't compound our turn, compounding and making it harder and harder each time, right? We continue to kind of maximize each turn. The truth is, this is going to be about the same amount of turns that you made last time. It's gonna be very similar. Notice how far up I go. That way, we are inside of this final cone. Does that make sense? I wanna see you do it both uphill and downhill, Marc. So one more time, I want you to listen to my bike. Steady, steady throttle, especially on the uphill. You can hear, steady. I don't go directly to the cone. I go this way. Even Rome knows that. Back, smooth, controlled, right? Marc, you're gonna wanna focus on maximizing your speed. I wanna be getting as close to that outside cone as possible. Did I knock that over? No, there's no way, I didn't knock it over. Back, inside of the final cone. Good turn. That's one. Remember, maintain your pace. Breathe the whole time, maintain your pace. You're still going too slow, Marc. He has that habit. He's trying to go as slow as I'm going. That's a common thing. When you don't have that balance, you have to maximize your pace. There you go, keep going, keep moving, keep moving. Back, there you go. Keep moving towards me, keep moving. Back. It looks so easy, but truthfully, every time I set these up, 99% cannot do it. This is a very challenging drill. It takes a lot of focus on that balance and just that understanding of how to not fixate on every target. Marc's fixating and it's pushing that front. That's what we're trying to avoid. Better. Better. Don't focus on the cones, focus on your turn. Keep going, no matter what, keep going. See that? You focused on the cones. Keep going. Maintain. There you go. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna help a little bit. We're just a little bit outside of our ability. That's okay. So we're gonna spread them this much. Just a little bit extra. This is how you have to do it. If you can't make it happen, we can always kind of spread it out a little bit and try to kind of work backwards, right? I want you to bring your weight a little more forward because your front is a little on the worn side. I can feel it just pushing, right? So we've got to kind of adjust for that. Notice how I'm a little more forward, right? Look how close I am. See how close I'm getting? Okay, so on that first one, you can set yourself up, it compounds. See where you were? Come out here. Little of an angle. Nice and close with that rear. Now look, straight towards Rome. Excuse me, buddy. Boom. We're getting close with that rear every time. Same place. There you go. That looks way better. That looks way better. Way better. Way better. So each time, remember, instead of heading straight, we're trying to get up here and curve back. Okay? That's going to set you up for those finals. Nice. Weight that outside peg. Very good. Transition. Marc's doing a good job uncoupling. Marc's doing a really good job uncoupling each way, right? We're using those hips and we're coming out, right? So if we're turning, we want to lean that body in relation to what the bike is leaning, right? So as we're coming this way, we're turning to the right, we uncouple those hips out, we weight the outside peg, the inside foot is nice and loose. Maintain. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You're doing perfect. Keep moving. Little less on the front, Marc. Little less on the front brake. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Full turn. Not bad. So we can see there, a huge thing that we run into is you revert back to trying to maximize your slowness. And we have to learn how to keep that bike moving. We also have still a heavy focus on target fixation where you're coming around a corner and you're looking at the cone and it causes you to slow up. And then it compounds, right? You're like, I'm slowing up, I have to fight my balance, I have to use more throttle and clutch to keep the bike running. We either stall it or we tip over, right? So there's all these little things that we're noticing, and now we just have to really force ourselves to not revert back. Focus on the task, focus on the turn, focus on continuing. We have to keep that bike moving. If we can keep it moving, it's gonna be a lot easier to be able to make every single turn. I want you to try one more time, and I want you to go to the inside. Oh, right here, look.
Oh, okay. I misrouted. Okay.
Good. Very good. Very good. you're starting to uncouple like a pro, dude. Look at how far we've come. I mean, originally in the cone weave drill that we did a few episodes back, you were really tight to the bike. We started to loosen, and now we're completely flowing. That looked great. You were smooth right here. You kept it running really nice. Lowered your pace, but held a steady throttle. We're actuating movement with our clutch, weighting the outside peg, and again, uncoupling, holding balance. Man, that is pretty. All of those were great. Nice job. Huge improvements. I'm pumped on that. You guys can see there's a lot that goes into that. Obviously, balance, body position, being able to understand how to weight that bike in relation to what the bike is doing, throttle, clutch control, a little bit of front brake drag as well. These drills look so simple. They look so easy. Man, this is 99%. I know I keep saying that, but I can't help but reiterate it because I've seen it so many times. I've taught a lot of people. There's a reason I've kind of distilled everything down into basics, because you find that your fundamental skill equals your ability to control it when it matters, right? So we have to dial that fundamental skill 100%, and that's what these drills do. You did an awesome job today, dude. That was killer. Next week, make sure you guys are following along. We are on, this is 7, right? We're moving on next week to episode 8. This is a solid one for every single form of rider. In fact, all of these are made for anybody who rides off-road, shoot, even motocross. There's a good understanding of bike control here that is mandatory for your ability to control that machine when it matters, right? Now, the next one is specifically made for you guys who get out into those sections and get stuck. We are going to practice getting unstuck. It's an awesome drill. Make sure you guys are following along, progressing with Mark as we see he's getting better and better. Moving on that bike. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing the progression all happen. I mean, really, literally, this is all shot in one day. So this is exactly like what would happen if you were taking a lesson from me, right? So I hope you guys are following along. I hope you guys are progressing. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep shredding.